Hello, Gary, right here to your left.
Hi.
First, congratulations.
Thank you.
Excellent role. I know so many characters you play that you got to build a backstory to, but with Winston Churchill having so much written about and so many quotes, do you feel like that? Did you pull from anything in particular that was text from him or stuff that to build this character, or how is that different than playing characters that are more created than?
Well, there's obviously the material on Churchill is voluminous. I mean, I think it's 800 books that were written about him. He wrote 50, and you can't. I'm still reading them, so I mean, this is going to be I would imagine my curiosity about him is a lifelong journey. But what the real key to him, there's so much you can get from the written material, but at some point the intellectual side of it has to stop, and you have to somehow kind of take all of that and metabolize it and make it into a living, walking, breathing person. The big help to me was the footage of him at this time, and the revelation to me was that just the energy and the dynamism of him was just so extraordinary. So I sort of I started with this. You might say I started outside in, and I tried to get the sort of the physicality and the walk, and then that gives you clues. But I was lucky that I had some Churchill scholars who could direct me to certain reading material. You know, I had a long time, but there's a lot of books, and so it was handy to have someone sort of guide me to the cherry pick, the prime ones.
Hi, Melody Waintal from Vanidades.
Hello.
Could you share your story on how you became an actor and what it meant to be a young actor as an old man?
And the last bit was what it
meant to you to be a young actor as an old man.
Well, I was around 14, and I saw the performance. There was a rerun of a Malcolm McDowell film. I don't even know I haven't seen it for so many years, and I wouldn't even know if it would hold up. But it was a Brian Forbes movie called, in England, we called it The Raging Moon. And there was something quite remarkable about Malcolm's. There was a sort of wonderful menace and vulnerability to him that were just sort of happening at the same time. And I was completely captivated by that grin and those huge, huge, big blue eyes. And it was like a lightning bolt, or it was like the lights in the room got brighter. I thought there and then that I want to do that, and that's what I want to do for a living. And I have been truly very, very lucky and very blessed. It's been it's had its ups and downs, its hills and valleys, but it has been quite a remarkable journey. If I would, young actors, some young actors, not all of them, but we're in a sort of time where a generation wants to get everything instantly, and they want to take 4 weeks of acting school, and then they've got it, or they think they've got it. And there is there's no substitute for the work. You got to really, I think, earn your dues. Put the work in.
Right here in front to your left, Russ from Hollywood Life. You mentioned ups and downs, but in the wake of all this award success, how do you feel that your standing in Hollywood has changed, if at all, in the last couple months?
I mean, we have, you have your moment in the sun. Careers, there's no guarantee that you're just going to keep, there's no guarantee you're going to keep working. You know, I could, you know, God forbid, you know, I could get sick. I could get hit by a car. You know, there's no, we have today, but there's no guarantee that we're going to get tomorrow. And so my feeling is, enjoy the moment in the sun, and it will eclipse. It always does, and then, you know, and it'll be someone else standing up here next year. So I'm enjoying it. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.